Happy New Year, everyone. Welcome. It is Wednesday, the 1st of January, 2025. It is 6 p.m. here in the UK. Welcome along to the channel The Fifth Guardian. I am your host, Tony Hunt, where today I will be player of games. And as always, apart from that one time, it's not my story. It's not your story. Today's story is competing in multiple series within Real Racing 3 Update 13, and this is part 29 of this mini series. So I hope everyone is well. I hope everyone had some degree of celebration last night and welcomed in the new year. So let me share my iPad screen and let's get going because it might be another long one because there's quite a bit to go through. Where do I start? Well, technically speaking, today is day 8 of my gold harvesting strategy. Can't think of a better word. Strategy. So I'm aiming for 70 gold a day. And on day 8, I currently stand at 764 gold. Now, one thing I just need to make sure people are aware of, just in case they're not, is in the earn section at this moment in time, if you click on earn now, there are the opportunity to earn double the amount of gold to what you would normally do. So this morning I spent no more than 15 minutes, let's say, clicking through in terms of going to websites or watching videos within this particular section and received 21 rewards, which resulted in 42 gold. So that was pretty good work. So again, just to be aware, people keep asking, how do you get gold? How do you earn it? Sometimes it's not to do with the racing. Sometimes it's by earning the gold through other means. Now, playing the videos can be a bit of a long wind, so I understand people not wanting to do that. But sometimes the gold offers in terms of earn now, they can be double points. And at the moment, today and tomorrow, and indeed yesterday, are currently at double points. So I would suggest make the most of it. For me, I earned 21 rewards and got 42 gold there. Very happy with that result. And as a result, I am close to being on the equivalent of day 11 if I'm aiming for 70 gold a day, even though technically speaking, for me, this is only day 8. So I'm a little bit up. I need to be because some of the rewards will dry out. So I'll be earning quite a bit less than 70 gold a day. Now, where do I begin? Let's go. Let's start off with the BUGATTI BOLIDE time trial competition. Now, you can see there, I'm in rank C. I have not improved my time. In fairness, I haven't done any racing in here for a bit now, for a couple of days. I am going to do some today. I don't think I'm going to get out of Group C. And as I've said on numerous streams before, and I'll say it again, all that has happened is the rankings are based on percentages. So I'm currently listed as being in the top 5%. Now, all that's happened is more than 95% of people have done a time trial race for the first time in this particular competition. And I've got a time not as good as mine. And that has just pushed me slowly but surely from Group D up to Group C. So I'm quite happy. I'm happy with Group C. The car itself is not fully upgraded. I've only got 23 out of 28 upgrades applied. It's not in any sales offer, so I'm not going to be applying any more. On the YouTube chart side, Jose says, yo, welcome along, Jose. Happy New Year. Good to have you with us. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to have a couple of goes in terms of can I get a better time? I cannot see me knocking 2.8 seconds off the overall time with my current driving specification. But let's give it a go. We've got 3 attempts with this one. Now, I probably will only do 1 or 2 because the other weekly time trial is in a similar position. Now then, interestingly enough, it's lost the shadow. Oh, well, that's interesting. I think I said that the other day. I actually went off track there, but it didn't penalise me. So I've got no idea how I'm doing. Now, with it being a new year, and with it being quite cold here in the UK, I do seem to have picked up a little bit of a cold. So every now and then I might need to disappear off screen as I have got a little bit of a runny nose. And I'm not one for letting runny noses occur on screen. But we'll see how we get on. So I have no idea how that's done. I think I'd done a 1:16 was the fastest time I'd done, so I don't think I've done as good. Yeah, there we go. Literally almost a 1:16 flat is what I had done, and I've done that in a 1:17.389. In the YouTube chat, Ayaka Yokota says, I hope wonderful year for you, Mr. Tony, and everyone else. That's very kind of you. Thank you. Same to you. And obviously, Jose has replied saying Happy New Year as well. Thank you very much to both of you. Fortunately, the car needs servicing, so I shall service the car. As I said, I'm not too worried about having to get a better time. But I am working on something, so there'll be a slightly different theme to the next 4 live streams. It won't be competing in multiple series, although technically it is, but I'll explain it a little bit later towards the end of this stream. It won't be part of this series. It will be a brand new series and might, in fact, will involve 0 assists. But that's for tomorrow and then the 3 days after that. So there we go. So that's so I'm very happy being in Group C. That's top 5%, 25 goal being the time trial competition. Not bad at all. Now I'm going to just nip to the weekly time trial where I'm also in Group C. Now, you just have to bear with me one moment because I can feel my nose about to run. So let me just disappear off screen very quickly and then I'll be back. Right, okay, so what can I say? Again, top 5%, with it being the weekly time trial, I'll get 50 gold for being in Group C. Again, pretty happy with that. I'm 3.120 seconds away from B. Don't think that's going to happen. But again, it's another car I haven't fully upgraded. And I don't think I will, to be fair. I'm more than happy with the gold I've spent in terms of making sure that car can complete its motorsport series to which it is in. I mean, in fairness, it's in 2, but I'd already got 100% completed, and it was the series that it was in on its own. That's currently sits at 97%. So my intention is to complete that series today. But I do have a little bit of durability left to give this car a couple of races. So might as well give that a go. Josie in the chat says exciting. I hope so. Although you might be talking about the live streams tomorrow. Yes. I don't know about exciting. It might be hilarious as I keep sliding all over the place. But I do have a cunning plan about how to improve. But again, more on that later. Let's see how we get on here. Oh, I've already gone off track. That's a shame. My word, I feel a bit rusty. So needless to say, I might have had a drink or two last night, so I'm not feeling the best. And then obviously we've now getting a cold. 100% definitely got a cold. It's not the best way of spending the first day of a new year, but you know, these things happen. Everything is set to testers and we have to overcome them. Including improving your weekly time trial, which I am not doing. But I'm not too worried about it. Even if you don't improve, every attempt is practice. Every attempt is you're learning differences in the track. But I've really struggled there. That's 1.5 seconds behind, not including the time penalty I got. So overall, that was quite disappointing. Yeah, 4-second time penalty as well. But it was the first race of the day in terms of M dollars there. But I am in Group C, so I'm not going to complain too much. 110. Wait a minute. Is anyone else going, what? Some guy, wait a second. Right, I've got to look at this guy. How's he done it in 110? Has he found a complete and utter, because he's 8 seconds quicker than everybody else. Let's have a look. No, I don't want to do that. I want to go there. Let's have a look at this guy's shadow. Jose has put in the chat, cheaters, lol, and he's put, if you remove the vinyl and the Eureka, you get an evil black colour. I have removed. I have just got a black colour. But there's nothing obvious as to how this guy has got that time. But yeah, I smell a rat there. As good as 8 seconds ahead of everybody else. So yeah, massive question marks about that guy there. Okay, so let's do one final race. Might be a few of these. I'm just going to disappear off screen again. Right, one final attempt in this section, at least for the moment. 1:26.433. Let's do it. Yeah, I'm finding it quite hard. I reckon I've probably set one of the fastest laps I can do in this car already. Quite a few times now, I've fallen behind. I mean, this shadow is 1.6 behind my best time. But as always, I've done enough to get into C, so I'm not going to complain too much. Uh, oh, apparently that was me original shadow. Oh, how about that? So I still think that's about as good as I can get. But as I said, I'm happy with Group C. That's not too bad. Jose has put second also a cheat. Do you think? Because I mean, he wasn't too far behind. Well, oh right, okay. Well, a second ahead. Yeah, maybe. I mean, in fairness to Real Racing 3, they do tend to filter out the cheats. So if they have cheated, they'll get their comeuppance because cheaters never prosper. Right, there we go. So that's the end of the time trial for the moment. Weekly time trial. I do think I've done as good as I can do. As I said, I'm quite happy with Group C. At this moment in time, my baseline is Group C. Whether or not, by the looks of it, the car is fully upgraded or not. I think as long as the top car, has at least 21 out of 28 upgrades, I should be able to get into Group C. So there we go. So that's that. That's the time trials for the moment. I may come back to them depending on availability of either of the cars. Now, the first car's already gone into maintenance, so that's unlikely to be available. The Eureka may be available. I've just got one race to do. In fact, let's be honest, it's not. It hasn't got double durability, so it probably will need servicing once I've completed its series. Okay, so on to the online event. I did this yesterday. I'm currently rated at 740. I'm only 1 point away from getting to 7 gold rewards. So that's what I'm going to aim for. I do think the current track of the Suzuka West circuit is probably not a bad option. So let's give this a go. Let's see how we get on. Looks like there's plenty of people racing. It's nice and quick as well. That's good. That's unlike yesterday as well, which was incredibly slow. But then again, I was earlier on in the day. Look at this. This is well steaming through. Let's see how we do. I need to be, I reckon, third at the very least. And I need it to be clean. So here we go with the potential benefit of taking the faster cars. But I find myself actually in fifth. Fourth, possibly third. There we go. I mean, the two cars in front are the same specification as mine. So I think I just need to work on this position. Oh dear. Oh, almost. Wow. And again, oh, the downforce on this car is not as good as I thought it would be. And that's cost me. Why is it always the person behind you that goes out? Never someone in front. Oh dear. Yeah, so it's not good for me getting into 7 gold on the board. I need to be in third, I reckon. Right, I'm going to go a little bit slower through this section. See if that makes a difference, because the car just loses grip. And the answer to that is yes, that's how to do it. But still I lose it. Oh dear. So 5th it is. That's not good at all. So I don't think I'm going to score any points there, unfortunately. But you never know. What might happen is it might drop me down enough. So I'm racing against people maybe not quite as good as me, and that might then bump me up above 7. But I can't see that I've scored any points there. There we go, minus 32. Minus 32. Going to do it again, though. Let's see what happens. A little bit slower this time, which suggests I have definitely dropped down a tier. So it's trying to match me to people of a similar points tally. I don't think I've dropped to 5 points. I think I'm still at 6. But I've effectively got to get at least, I think, 33 points to go back up. Well, to go up to 7 gold. My word, it's back to normal with Real Racing 3 online multiplayer. I suppose the difficulty is there just is not enough people playing online. Oh, man. Well, that's an absolute disaster. Only 4 people in total. So I think I have to come first. There's no guarantee second will even score points. Okay, so it does look as if I'm going to get second at this moment in time, but struggling to get first. I think all I can do is just put a little bit of pressure on first, knowing he'll know how close I am, and that might just push him just a little bit too hard. Oh well, second it is. But I don't think I'm going to score a great deal of points, because with there only being 4 cars, it's like finishing 4th. So there we go. That's second in a 4-car race, though, not an 8-car. I suspect that will have a significant. Yeah, there we go. 15 points. I'm going to give that a go. I'm going to have another race. Let's see what happens. So I haven't improved really to get up to 7 gold. I remain at 6. And again, I'm going to have to wait a long time. I suspect I'll end up racing against no more than 4 cars. And that does make it hard to score points. Still waiting. I mean, look at that. That they're getting players in, but they're then getting them back out again. So I'm pretty much being left in the waiting room. Now that did go down to 5 that time, as opposed to 4. So maybe they're slowly building up a number of players for me to race against. Not specifically me, but people of a similar points tally to me. Oh dear, this is terrible. But wow, a full pack of cars. Took long enough. It's a different track. Let's see how we get on. Who we're waiting for? 2 free players. There we go. It is 3 laps, so I would imagine it's the shorter track, not the full Grand Prix circuit. All right, I'm in second. I'm in third. Now, I do think third should be enough to get up to 7 gold, but I really do need to stay focused because this car is not as good as it should be in terms of downforce. Right on the edge there. And again. 2 more laps. Stay second. I'll have 7 gold. See if I can put a bit of pressure on first, maybe cause them to make a mistake. There we go. Although third's not too far behind, so I still have to be careful. Oh, somebody's left the race. As always, it's somebody behind me, never in front of me. Yeah, this is tight. Now, I think the person that left was in first and dropped to second because I don't. The guy in front currently doesn't register to me in terms of. Okay, so now can I stay second? So this is tight. There we go, second. But as always, it depends. Sometimes I've finished in a place and it drops me back down, especially when the yards are so close to third and fourth. Always. I hate this game. I hate the multiplayer. It's never that accurate. So somehow I managed to finish third. And it wasn't the guy who was right behind me, because they've ended up finishing fourth. And David, who was at one point fourth, has ended up finishing second. However, it does look as if I've still got enough. I'll have to service the car. I've still got enough points to take me up to 7 gold. Yeah. But I'm not feeling particularly confident about getting any better. Now, I'm not going to race anymore. A lot of people are using this car, but look at the grip. Even with the Porsche needing servicing, the grip is terrible in that car. $64.4. Nah. I think I'm about done there in terms of online multiplayer. 1 week I did get as high as 9. I don't think I'm going to get as high as 7. I've struggled to get to 7, even though yesterday was only a point away from getting into 7 gold. And I've just sort of done this today. 3 races, not a single win. A fourth, no, a fifth, a third, and a third. So there we go. So that's the multiplayer done for today. I have, on the positive side, got an additional gold. Never complain about that. That'll come down on Tuesday. Quite happy with that. So that's the weekly races available, or the bi-weekly races that I've done. I'm happy in all of them, to be fair. I really do want to get a little bit higher on the multiplayer event, but I don't think I am going to achieve that this week. So cut my losses and run. Now, in regards to the series that are available, I've got 2. So I'm going to do the Eureka 07 LMP2 race first. That is in the LMP2 2023 season. It's at 97%. I've only got the 1 race to do. It's 5 laps around Circuit de Spa-Francorchamps. I suspect after this race, the car will need servicing. But this is to get 31 gold on top of the total that I've already got. So let's see how we do. As always, out of trouble, round the outside. Slingshot round quite a few cars there. Probably just want to get past 7, so I'm in 6 now. And I want to stay there. Stay out of trouble again. There we go, all the way up into 3rd. These two are going to knock each other off if they're not careful. There we go, 2nd. But blimey, I can't believe how easily I've got to 1st. Oh, hey. See, that was aggressive. That was massively aggressive. That's why I never worry about doing it back. They do it to you. So 5th is the worst place I'm happy to be, because it means 4 cars to overtake and 4 laps to go. But let's see if I can not get 2 of these guys at this corner here. So I'll have another go at these 2. Going around the outside, I think, as they're quite close together. I should get this guy going down the hill. I probably will need to blow my nose again. There we go. Nice and easy. Just pause it there because I need to go off screen again. It's going to be one of those streams where I keep having to blow my nose. I'm not 100%, but I'm good enough for a bit of racing. So I'm in first. I'm relatively clear a second. So I don't think I'm going to get shunted and therefore pushed off track. Oh, I am struggling there a bit. Oh. Alan Kachi on the YouTube side says, "See, welcome along. Thanks for joining. Happy New Year. Hope it's going to be a good one." It will be for me once I get rid of this cold. Yeah, so there we go. So Alan puts a couple of trophies in. Thank you. Thank you. I just wish I could speak without spluttering at this moment in time. But there we go. I'll muddle through for the next couple of days and then I'll be back on song. It's just a little cold. It'll be fine. So that's 2 laps down. I am in first. I am 400 yards, no, 200, 300, 400 yards ahead of second. Should be a win. Should be another series taken to 100%, and should be 31 gold. All right, there we go. Lap 3 almost completed. 2 more laps to go after this. Okay, penultimate lap. I'm over 1,000 yards ahead of second. Almost. There you go. Over 1,000 now. Almost spoke too soon there. Can't see myself getting caught now. Should be enough to get the victory. Oh, getting a bit too excited. I'm keeping that 1,000-yard gap though. Pulling away now. 1,400 yards almost ahead of second. Okay, here we go. So penultimate lap completed. On to the final lap. There we go. Just about stayed on track there. 1,400 yards ahead of second. Lost it again. That's twice I've lost it at that corner. There we go. Almost over. Almost another series complete. I don't think I'll be taking up this motorsports any higher though, unfortunately. It will have to remain at 61%. There we go. All right, so as expected, the car does need servicing, but that's okay because I should have taken the series that it's in to 100% and gained 31 gold. I've also got some more M dollars as well. There we go. 795 gold in total. That's pretty good. That almost already puts me in a good position for when the next release comes out. And I'm pretty sure the first event will be to win a supercar that won't be particularly cheap. Okay, so that's another series taken to 100%. Overall, the endurance prototypes now sits at 96%. I'm pretty sure it did before. The motorsports still sits at 61%, so no change there. Into the road collection, into the exclusive collection, and we're going to attempt to complete the BMW M3 E30. It's at 85%, but it's effectively got single lap races except for one cup event. So I'm going to do all the single lap races first, and then hopefully complete the cup, leaving just the time trials, which, because it's in a series, you just need to complete the time trial cleanly. Okay, so Lee Melvin on the YouTube side, welcome along, Lee. Thanks for joining. Good to have you with us. Has put the Eureka 07 Imp 2 fully upgraded. And I think then he's also asked how much gold around. Well, there's obviously a little bit through the earn now button, with the each reward being double. There's a little bit of gold around. So yeah. Okay, so first on the list, speed record. Now, this is around Melbourne. The fastest part of the track is after the start stroke finish line. So I shall be starting from well behind the finish line. Okay, I think I can turn around safely here. Let's do this. There you go. Second thing, pause, go to settings, brake assist from low to off, just to make absolutely certain. So again, if we look at this, where I've started, when I get to the start line, no record taken. So I've got to now get it now. There we go, you see. That's why I do that. Otherwise, it's virtually impossible, I think, to get that. But let's see with this bit coming up. This bit coming up is also quite fast. But I don't think it's the quickest part of the track. I think just after the finish start line is the quickest part of the track. See, there you go. I haven't beaten that miles per hour record. Hence why I do what I do. So that should be one cup or one race down, one victory down. Lee has said he needs information around gold cost math. Well, it's sort of simple in terms of the math. You just do a cost reward analysis. So just do a sum of the total cost of the upgrades that you want to apply. I mean, again, I wouldn't fully upgrade the LMP2. However, you may be in a different position. You need to add up the full cost in terms of where your car is, what the full cost of upgrading it is. Will that enable you to complete any existing series? That will be the reward against cost. And for yourself, because typically you've been getting into Group A, where do you sit at the moment with the car as it is at the moment? Do you think you can get into Group A? What's the difference between the group you're in at the moment and Group A in terms of gold? Add that to your reward. You've got that mathematical equation then. Is the reward more or close to the overall cost in terms of the gold? If it is, I'd say it's worthwhile doing. For me, I'm not getting into Group A, so I make a slightly different calculation. My calculation is Well, I can make sure I get into Group C, which I've done, which is an additional 25 gold, and I can complete the series that I've done as well, which is 31 gold, against an overall cost. I think for me, in terms of the 4 upgrades, of which 3 of them were gold, was 189 gold. So it still cost me 100 and let's say 130 gold overall, but that's not too bad. I think if any car is only going to cost you 130 gold overall in terms of completing a series, it's worthwhile. It's worthwhile doing. It's the cars that you end up spending 500, 600 gold on, and you only get less than 200 gold back for completing all the series that it's in. So that, in summary, is the calculation. Obviously, there's no real sort of detail there. So my idea in terms of what I'm doing on these live streams is not necessarily to tell people what to do, but rather show them how I do the calculation of cost versus reward. Obviously, for yourselves, everyone's going to be different. The car might be at a lower upgrade specification at this moment in time, or indeed a higher specification. But if you understand the basic idea of adding up the cost total, adding up the potential reward total, you can do that maths, and then hopefully be able to make the decision. So Leas put fully upgrade target Group A. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, so probably for yourself, Lee, it's probably worthwhile fully upgrading that car. Not for me, though, I'm afraid. Okay, so now I'm doing a head-to-head. I like my head-to-heads. The question is, can I get him on this corner? And I have, but he's going to come back at me. So I'll try again at the next corner. And he might come back at me again. No, he hasn't. So after today, there will be a bit of a lull because I'll have completed all the open series that I've got. In terms of time trials, I've got as far as I can. In terms of multiplayer online events, I've got as far as I can. So there's not a lot left in the game to earn gold from. So what I'm going to be doing over the next 4 days is doing a little bit of improvement in the game. So, in summary, what I'm going to be having is a new small mini series that's going to be called Practice Makes Better. So, not practice makes perfect, because I don't think I can get there, but practice makes better. And what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be taking some of the older cars, some of the novice type cars that have been fully upgraded to 100%. I'm going to be setting a benchmark in terms of my current racing specification around the particular time trial in each of the series. And then I'm going to be turning off all the assists and seeing if I can learn with all the assists off to improve and set a faster time. I'm going to be doing that over the next 4 days with the intention of then going back to the weekly time trial and the time trial competition to see if what I've learned over the last 4 days can result in a reward, a higher reward in either the weekly time trial or the time trial competition. So that's what's going to be streamed over the next 4 days. All right, so next on the list is a speed record. So this is in tier 17. I won't do the cup, so I'll do the speed record and then straight on to tier 19 to do the head-to-head, and then back to do the cup. So the speed record is around the Red Bull Ring Grand Prix circuit. So let's see how we get on. 138 miles per hour. It is the Grand Prix circuit, so I think it's not worth starting from behind the finish line, but I could be wrong on that. I think there's a big long straight coming up, and I think that's the fastest part of the track. Not this bit, next bit. So let's do that. Let's pause the game. Let's turn off all brake assist because we are going to go flying off the track towards the end, hopefully to get first. Come on, let's do this. There you go. There you go. Wasn't able to stay on track, but there's no penalty for doing that in this. Switch to low brake assist again. That's another first. There we go. So Lee's put into the chat, hot lap time must be Group A, global global time top around. Okay, I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, but okay. And then he's put next Thursday. Will I be doing a review of 13.1 update with the new patch information? What I'm going to do, because effectively on Tuesday there is a limited series. And what I'm going to be doing is splitting that limited series into two parts, Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. So it means on Thursday, I'll be doing a review of that week's new weekly time trial, a review of what cars are available for upgrades, and obviously the multiplayer event. And if I determine that there is a car to be upgraded, and hopefully that will open up an exclusive series, I'll be taking that exclusive series to completion from Thursday up until Sunday. So what I'm looking to do is a review of the 13.1 patch updates on Monday. And the reason for that is I'm quite intrigued what they're going to do next. I'm intrigued, is it going to be only one new car? Is it only going to be only one new series? Is it going to be an 8-week schedule? Effectively, I'm intrigued because I think whatever they do in this release will form either a change back to 6-week schedules, or if they stick with the 8-week schedules with fewer new series, it gives an indication what is ahead of us in Real Racing 3, unfortunately. But we won't know that until the patch information comes out. Now, I know that comes out on Thursday, but I like to digest it, understand it. So I won't be talking about that until the following Monday. So there we go. So that's the speed record completed. So I'm going to leave the cup for the moment. I'm going to go straight to tier 19 and attempt to complete the head-to-head. So it is the Dubai Autodrome, but it's only the international circuit, which I don't think is as long as the Grand Prix circuit. Okay, there we go. I managed to brake enough or late enough, and yet not be then re-overtaken by second. I do need to pause this because again my nose is running. Bear with me 1 second, but I am in the lead. Oh, it's hard today with you when you've got a runny nose. But there we go. So I'm in the lead. It's head to head. I'm 50 yards ahead. I'm halfway through the lap. I'm getting closer to completing another series in the exclusive series section. Okay, losing the car just a little bit there, but I'm still 30 plus yards ahead, so hopefully I should be able to hold it. I do like my head-to-heads. I do find it one of the better races in the game, and it's actually quite hard to lose. And there we go, another victory, another first. That just leaves, in terms of races, the cup, and it's going to be a long one. All right, so that's another first. Plenty of durability left on the car. Now I'm going to do the cup first just to make sure. I'm not bothered about durability being negative for doing the time trials, because for me, when it's a series, it's not that critical to go as fast as you can. The criticality is just to complete the time trials as cleanly as possible. Now that's different from the weekly time trials and the bi-weekly time trials, the time trial competitions, because you do want to go as fast as possible, because you go as fast as possible, the more gold you get. But that's not applicable in a time trial in a series. So just the cup to go. It's the Circuit de Catalunya. It's the Grand Prix circuit, and it's 8 laps. This is a slow car. This is going to be a long race. I'm going to say it's going to be at least a 15-minute race. Okay, there we go. Now, as always, well, not always, but for most of the tracks, I'd like to stay out of trouble, especially on the first corner. So they're all going to dovetail to the right hand side of this first corner. So I'm going to stay out on the wow! That time they all moved over. They're all following my idea. They normally move over to the other side. Well, I made a right mess of that then. So that's not a good start. Now I've got no idea what's going on here. Normally they move over to the inside, but they all decided to move over to the outside there. So I've got a bit of work to do. And I'm away, I'm off the pack. So we're going forward, never follow my advice. All right, I can get this guy on the inside maybe. Almost. There we go. I'm going to switch to the other side and get the next one on the inside in the next corner. Fortunately, it's an 8. Oops. It's an 8. Whoa. It's an 8 lap race. Just as well because I'm only 11th. Oh dear. Not so good, this one. So there we go. Oh dear. It's 2 minutes for the first lap. It is going to be a 16-minute race. That's lap 1 done. Pause time, blow nose time. My word, I'm struggling today. Whew. But there we are. So 11th, 7 laps to go, 10 cars to overtake. So it's definitely still doable. But my word, am I making hard work of this? Making hard work of this. So yeah, 10th, 9th. If I do 2 cars, overtake 2 cars per lap, I'm going to win. So I just need to keep that momentum. Might be a long race. It will be a long race. And then I've got to remember not to service the car because I've still got time trials to do. Okay, 6 laps to go, 7 cars to overtake. That is doable. That is achievable. There's 1 car. See if we can get another. You easily lose this car when you're getting too excited and you just push a bit too hard into those corners. There we go. Got him. So definitely I've got 6, I reckon, here. There we go. 5th. maybe even fourth. Oh yeah, that was a good lap. So 3 cars left to overtake and 5 laps to do it in. All right. Do need to work a bit at catching third though, so not really done a great job there. And I can't see back markers coming into play, so I've got to do this. Okay, carry on. 3 cars to overtake. After this lap, 4 laps to do it in. And I'm not catching on third at this moment in time. But I can still see the other cars. But I really do need to be overtaking third, if not on this lap, which I don't think it will happen, definitely on the next lap. Still 3 cars to overtake, but only 4 laps now to do it in. Really do need to get an overtake this lap, I reckon. That doesn't look good. Yeah, I don't think I'm catching here, so this is not good. Three laps to go, still 3 cars to overtake. I've not overtaken a car for 3 laps. I'm still not convinced back markers will come into play as well. So this is not looking good for the win, unfortunately. But I did mess up at the beginning. So maybe what I'll do is well, I won't reservice the car. I'll do the time trials and then I'll service the car and try again. So clearly that little mistake at the beginning of the race has cost me dearly. And you might ask, why don't I just quit? Well, where would the fun in that be? I'm only very slowly catching third. I'm not going to win. I'm convinced of it now. Okay, the last 2 laps, and I need to overtake 3 cars. I am slowly catching third. Another pause. And then back to the racing. And then I've gone and messed it up. As tends to happen when you put a pause. You're in the middle and you pause, and then we are catching back markers though. Ooh. Am I going to get lucky? I might get lucky here, you know. Oh, actually, no. I don't think we are catching back markers. I think that was first place. Yeah, that was first place. Yeah, I've messed that up. There's no way I'm overtaking 3 cars on the last lap. But this is how we do it. Even if we make a mistake, we have to deal with it, learn from it, and try again. So that's it. So that's third. I might get second, but there's no way I'm getting first. So there we go. I did not win that race. I'm going to be lucky to stay in third, to be fair. No, not a win. I won't service the car though. Let's get the time trials out the way, and then I will service the car and I'll play videos off screen, maybe even on screen, but with sound off, to race that 8-lap special again. Hopefully, not making the same mistake that I made the first time. Now, all I have to do on these time trials is just get around cleanly. So, no going off track, no damaging the car, and it'll get marked as completed. Oh, oh. All right, there we go. One time trial almost completed. There you go. It's not the fastest lap, but it doesn't matter. There we go. Another completed race. All right, so I do have another comment in the chat. It's from Lee. He said, I suggest you ME7 are on Speedmaster RR3 can see first new information video. Thank you for the suggestion. At the moment, I think what I'm going to do is just go through it on the Monday on the day of release. But thank you very much for the suggestion. Much appreciated. Okay, so there we go. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to service the car. I'm going to do the final race again. Let me just get that on screen. So I'm going to do this race again, but I'm going to service the car and play some videos to take the servicing down to 0. So in the meantime, what I'm going to do is just put one of the videos suggesting I'll be going live shortly, but I will be back in 3 minutes. All right, there we go. And we are about back. So let me share the screen again. Bit of audio up. There we go. Right. Okay, so I have now serviced the car again. Let's give this another go. Can I take the car in the Cup, the Circuit de Catalunya Grand Prix circuit, 8-lap special? Can I do better than third? Can I get first? If I get first, I get 14 gold. Let's give it a go. Let's see what happens. All right, let's go. No messing this time. So I'm going to do the inside rather than the outside, as that seemed to be the cause of all my problems. Yeah, there we go. They all moved to the outside. There we go. So I'm up into 11th already. 8th, 7th. I don't remember the cars doing that before, but I might have been mistaken, or it could be the fact that this car's being an older car. There's a different driving style. Anyway, there we go. I'm up into third. I'm already as far up the field as what it took me 8 laps to do last time. I feel the need to win this one. Right on the tail of second. Let's give myself 7 laps to get first. Oh dear, we're not with driving like that, Tony. Okay, I've got him. There you go. All right, so I'm in second and I've got 7 laps to overtake one car. What could possibly go wrong? Well, I could sneeze at the inappropriate time. That could be one thing for sure. I feel the need to complete this today because it's a nice ending in terms of multiple series races. There's more to come, but not until next Tuesday. Can't help but think I'm falling behind, further behind first. It might be another long race. I always feel like I'm able to catch the cars in this section of the Grand Prix circuit. There we go. Got him. All right, there we go. So I am in first. I've just got to keep there. 6 laps to go. 6 laps, staying in first, and then hopefully another series taken to 100% and another reward of gold. So I am still in first, but second is, if I can do this, right behind me. Now, can I pull away in this section of the lap? Right, I'm going to have to pause for a minute because my nose is about to run again. All right, we're back at it. Let's see if I can not make a mistake, though. And I've made a mistake. There we go. Always when I pause the game do I make a mistake when I go back into it. I have managed to stay in first, though. I am currently 92 yards ahead. You can see second and third just in the background there. So lap 4 of 8, I'm first by just over 100 yards. Obviously now it's under 100 yards. I do feel as if I am just pulling away ever so slightly, so I think we're going to be all right. This looks like a win. Back to over 100 yards ahead, coming into the part of the track that I seem to be better at. Okay, 200 yards ahead, lap 5. There we go. That is The 5th lap completed, 3 more laps to go, and I'm ever so slowly pulling away. Almost 300 yards ahead. So I think I've broken second now. I don't think he's going to catch. I'm pulling away. 3 laps to go though still. Oh dear. Pause. Moment of break. Okay, let's see if we can not mess up when we restart. It's been a bit of a hard slog today. Not the best way to start the new year. There we go. So that's the 6th lap completed. 2 more to go. I'll be close to 400 yards ahead. So on average, I'm pulling 100 yards ahead per lap. Penultimate lap, still in first, just over 300 yards ahead up to that point. There we go. That is now into the best part of the lap for me. I'm 300 yards ahead still of second. .600 yards ahead on the final lap. Almost there. Getting a bit trigger happy with that acceleration. Another pause, last pause, hopefully. Sorry about this. Oh, it's been a hard slog today. Now, don't lose it at the end. Still over 300 yards ahead a second. Halfway through the final lap. I am in first. There's no way I'm going to give it up now. I've even caught the back markers. There we go. Another series taken to 100%. That was a lot harder than it needed to be, both in terms of the stream and in terms of the racing there. The racing in terms of me messing up the first time with the car, the stream because of me, my cold. All right, there we go. So that is 100% for this series. 14 gold. Apparently got some $R as well. There we go. That brings to an end the racing for today. All the exclusive series that I've got open have now been taken to 100%. Overall, this is technically speaking day 8 of my gold harvesting strategy. And I was aiming for 70 gold a day. And I was expecting there to be another 12 days. So I was hoping to get to 1400 gold in total. So on day 8, I'm at 809 gold. So I'm doing pretty well. Day 8 should really mean I'd be on 560 gold. So I'm over 200 gold ahead, just as well, because it will now start to dry up. But there we go. So just a quick summary of what was available to racing today. I made hard work of the online multiplayer event. I was 1 point short. I was already on 6 gold. I was 1 point short of getting to 7. I eventually got there after 3 races, but my word, it was hard work. So I think that 7 gold is probably as much as I can get this particular week. But 7 gold is 7 gold. Haven't really made an improvement on the time trial, the weekly time trial, but I am in Group C with a car that's not fully upgraded. So I'm quite happy with that. And finally, in regards to the time trial competition for the BUGATTI BOLIDE, I'm also in Group C. I did attempt one race, didn't make an improvement. The car needed servicing, but again, quite happy being in Group C. And then finally, I've taken the BMW M3 E30 exclusive series to 100%. And the other series that was open that had some racing available for me in was in the endurance prototypes, the LMP to 2023 season, racing the Eureka 07 LMP2, took that series to 100%. So we're going to leave competing in multiple series, mini series alone for a few days. So what's going to come up over the next 4 days is something that I've been promising to do, and I've just not had the time to do it. But now I've got the opportunity, 4 whole days. Effectively, what I'm going to be doing is racing some of the slower cars. So from amateur all the way up to either expert or master. And I'll be taking, for example, if we go into the first series, let's have a look. The BMW, it's not the BMW, I don't think it's the Dodge, I think it's the Ford, I think it's the Nissan Silvia. Let's have a quick look. Yeah, there we go. So as for example, the Nissan Silvia, I'll be looking to race in the time trial. I'll set a sort of like a baseline with my current specification, which is um, brakes on low and traction control turned off. Then what I'm going to do is turn all assists off, and I'm going to see first off, can I match the time that I've set, and then as I get better, can I improve it? And I'm going to do that specifically with the cars that are at 100% because it means I can do unlimited time trials until those cars need servicing. And I do have quite a few cars to be racing, so it will approximately be a 2-hour stream each day trying to improve. And then at the very least, if I don't improve, you can have a good laugh about how bad I am when I drive without the assists. That will be the goal. But obviously, the idea of the series is to improve through trial and error. Let's see if that happens. Come Sunday, what I'll then do is go back to the time trial and back to the time trial competition and see whether or not I can get an even quicker time than what I've currently got. Might not happen in that shorter time period, but I thought it'd be a fun little exercise to do. So there we go. So that's a review of today and what's coming up tomorrow. One moment, please. All right, there we go. So that brings an end to the racing. So thank you very much for watching. Thank you to everyone that commented in the chat. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry, I've been a little bit on and off the screen because of my cold. So thank you for bearing with me. One final thing to say. I hope everyone has an absolutely wonderful new year and is successful this year. In regards to success, I hope to see you in tomorrow's stream. At the very least, to have a bit of fun in terms of how I race in time trials when I've got all the assists turned off. Sorry, should be an interesting stream. So I hope you can make it. The time of tomorrow's stream um, will probably be between 4 and 6 p.m. I think on Thursday and Friday. Actually, Friday's stream might be a bit earlier, but tomorrow's stream will be between 4 and 6 p.m. And in total, there'll be at least 4 of these streams where I attempt to continue to try and improve with all the assists off. Because I do have a number of cars that are at 100%. And so lots of time trial racing I can do and see if I can improve on. And obviously, time trials are a very good way of seeing if you are indeed improving because it's all about setting a faster time. So, hope to see you tomorrow. All it remains for me to say is, as well as having a fantastic year ahead of you, in terms of what's left today, I hope it's a very good one. But until then, hopefully, you will be able to join tomorrow. And until then, thank you and goodbye.